Alphonso. The Alphonso mango grows along the Konkan coast of western India and is widely regarded as the king of Indian mangoes, occupying a central place in local culture, economy, and seasonal identity. It takes its name from Afonso de Albuquerque, the Portuguese military general and colonial governor who helped establish Portuguese India in the early 16th century. The Portuguese introduced grafting techniques to the region, allowing mangoes to be grown with consistent, predictable flesh rather than the fibrous, variable fruit that seed-grown trees had previously produced. Centuries of cultivation in that specific coastal microclimate gradually shaped the Alphonso into something genuinely singular. The flesh is dense and almost entirely fibrous, a rarity in the mango world, and its interior color is a deep saffron yellow. The sweetness is intense but never flat, layered with a bright, wine-like acidity that prevents any single bite from feeling heavy or cloying. The aroma is extraordinary, floral and rich, lingering on the hands long after eating. The season is brief, running just 6 to 8 weeks. A geographical indication tag means the name legally applies only to mangoes grown in the Ratnagiri and Devgad regions. Alphonso grown elsewhere tastes noticeably different. It is used in amras, kulfi, and lassi, and its pulp is imported by European pastry chefs for mousses and sorbets because the flavor survives processing in a way most mangoes cannot. Naam Dok Mai. Naam Dok Mai is an ancient Thai cultivar with origins stretching back centuries, developed through generations of careful selection in the central plains of Thailand. The fruit is elongated and tapered to a thin curved point at the base, giving it an almost elegant silhouette unusual for a piece of fruit. The skin is pale yellow at ripeness, occasionally carrying a faint green blush depending on growing conditions. The name translates roughly to flower nectar, and the fruit lives up to it. The texture is exceptionally smooth and nearly completely free of fiber, with a soft, buttery consistency that dissolves cleanly on the tongue. The sweetness is high but not aggressive, accompanied by a delicate floral quality and a very mild tang. At full ripeness, the flesh carries a honey-like character that is difficult to find in most other varieties. It is the traditional pairing for mango sticky rice, the famous Thai combination of fresh mango slices with glutinous rice soaked in sweet coconut milk. Equally notable is its role as a green snack. In Thailand, Naam Dok Mai is commonly eaten while still firm and sour, sliced thin and dipped in a mixture of fish sauce, sugar, and dried chili, sold from street carts throughout Bangkok with the same casual frequency as chips. Cultivation has spread across Southeast Asia and into Florida and Australia, generally with strong results outside its native climate. Bambangan. The Bambangan is a wild mango species native to the rainforests of Borneo, found primarily in the Malaysian state of Sabah and in Brunei. It bears almost no resemblance to the mangoes most people know. The fruit is large, sometimes reaching 2 kilograms, with a thick, fibrous brown exterior that looks more like a coconut relative than anything in the conventional mango family. The flesh inside is yellow to orange, stringy, and intensely aromatic, but the flavor is emphatically savory and tangy rather than sweet. Some people describe it as reminiscent of French onion soup or a seasoned egg dish, with a sharp herbal sourness that makes it behave more like a vegetable or condiment than a fruit. The most common preparation is pickling. The flesh is cut into strips, mixed with salt, spicy chilies, and shavings from its large white seed, which contributes a bitter, nutty depth, then left to ferment for several days. The Bambangan tree grows slowly, reaches enormous size, and has traditionally grown either wild or on small traditional farms. The species is now considered vulnerable due to rapid deforestation of its native rainforest habitat, and local efforts to cultivate it more deliberately are ongoing before it becomes increasingly difficult to find outside of its remaining strongholds. Mahachanok. Mahachanok was developed through Thailand's government agricultural research program during the 1990s as a deliberate hybrid between the Naam Dok Mai and the Florida cultivar Palma. The objective was a mango that combined the flavor quality of Thai varieties with the longer shelf life and commercial durability needed for international export. The result is a fruit that succeeds on both fronts. Long, thin, and gently curved, it earned the nickname banana mango in parts of Bangladesh and India for its distinctive shape. The skin transitions from soft yellow through pink to orange as it ripens, often displaying several colors simultaneously, making it visually striking on any market display. The flesh is deep golden yellow, firm, juicy, and almost entirely fiber-free, with an intensely sweet flavor packed with tropical character. A particularly thin, flat seed means the flesh-to-seed ratio is excellent, producing more edible fruit per mango than most comparable varieties. In Thailand it commands premium pricing, sometimes exceeding even the celebrated Nam Dok Mai. Its slightly tart green form is used in Som Tam, the famous Thai green papaya salad, as a substitute or complement to green papaya, because its acidity holds up well against the bold dressing. It has become a fixture on hotel breakfast platters and high-end fruit presentations across Southeast Asia. Kesar. Kesar, also known as Gur Kesar, is a variety developed in Gujarat in western India whose name means saffron, a direct reference to its vivid, deep orange flesh and the rich, earthy fragrance that distinguishes it from other Indian varieties. The fruit is medium-sized and oval, often carrying an appealing orange-yellow blush on the skin at full ripeness. The flesh is smooth and intensely colored, appearing almost painted, with a flavor that is richly and distinctly sweet, carrying a creamy warmth and depth that sets it apart from the brighter acidity of northern Indian varieties. Kesar holds a geographical indication protection specifically tied to the Gur region of Saurashtra, where the volcanic clay-rich soil and the local semi-arid climate are considered essential contributors to the character the fruit develops there. Mangoes labeled Gur Kesar reliably command premium prices and are exported in significant quantities, particularly within Gujarati diaspora communities in the United States and United Kingdom, where the variety has a loyal and knowledgeable following. While it does not carry the global recognition of Alphonso, within the Indian mango world Kesar is considered one of the handful of varieties that genuinely justify the word premium, not as marketing language but as an accurate description of what the fruit delivers to anyone who has eaten it in season. Kasturi Black. The Kasturi Black mango grows primarily in the Kalimantan region of Indonesian Borneo and in parts of Malaysia, and it is among the most visually striking fruit in the entire mango family. The skin ripens to a deep purple-black, giving individual fruits the appearance of unusually large plums hanging from the tree. It is small to medium in size with a rounded profile. Its wild populations are now extinct due to years of sustained deforestation, and the variety survives today only because of local villagers and a small number of dedicated nurseries that continue maintaining it in private gardens. Inside, the flesh is bright orange-yellow, very juicy, and intensely fragrant. The aroma is complex and multi-layered, combining sweet mango with musky resin and a sharp tropical note reminiscent of passion fruit or wild berries. The flavor matches the complexity of the smell sweet but with a tangy twist that makes it unlike any commercially produced mango variety. Because it is not widely cultivated commercially and its unusual flavor profile does not translate well to export markets accustomed to sweeter, milder fruit, the Kasturi Black remains almost entirely regional, found in local Bornean markets and occasionally in specialty stalls in Kuala Lumpur and Jakarta, with seeds sometimes traded among dedicated mango enthusiasts and tropical fruit collectors internationally. Nam Dok Mai Sai Thong. Purple Nam Dok Mai. The Nam Dok Mai Sai Thong, commonly called the purple Nam Dok Mai, is a rare variant developed in Thailand through careful selection from the standard yellow Nam Dok Mai lineage. Its defining visual characteristic is a striking purple-pink blush on the skin that develops most intensely when the fruit is grown in full, direct sunlight. The color does not affect the flesh inside, which remains the same pale yellow characteristic of the original variety, but the exterior creates a dramatically different visual impression on any market display. The flavor profile closely mirrors the classic Nam Dok Mai, floral, honeyed sweetness with low fiber content and a clean finish. But many growers describe the Sai Thong as carrying a slightly more pronounced and noticeable perfume at full ripeness. Whether that quality is a true cultivar difference or a byproduct of the growing conditions that tend to produce the purple coloring remains a point of ongoing debate among growers and tasters. In Thailand it is considered a premium gift fruit, widely sought for luxury fruit baskets and hotel dining presentations. Its photogenic appearance has made it a consistent presence on Thai social media during mango season. Cultivation has expanded to Queensland in Australia and to growers in South Florida, though achieving the full purple skin development outside of native growing conditions requires careful management of sun exposure and harvest timing. Ataulfo. The Ataulfo mango originated in the state of Chiapas in Mexico and was developed by a grower named Ataulfo Morales Gordo sometime during the mid-20th century. It was officially recognized in Mexico in the 1990s and quickly became one of the country's most commercially significant export cultivars. Also marketed internationally as the honey mango or champagne mango, it is small and kidney-shaped with thin skin that transitions from green to bright yellow at ripeness, often developing characteristic wrinkles near the tip as it reaches peak sweetness. Experienced buyers specifically look for that wrinkling as a reliable indicator of optimal flavor. The flesh is deep yellow, almost entirely fiberless, and achieves a creamy, custardy consistency at its best, intensely sweet with a buttery richness and very little of the tartness found in larger commercial varieties. The seed is thin and flat relative to the size of the fruit, producing an excellent flesh-to-seed ratio that contributes directly to its commercial appeal. In Mexico, it is eaten fresh, blended into agua fresca, or served with chili and lime as a common street food preparation. In the United States, it has become a mainstream supermarket item during spring months, widely used in smoothies, salsas, and desserts because its smooth, fiberless texture requires minimal preparation. Its relative resistance to pests and disease, combined with better shipping durability than many premium varieties, helped accelerate its spread across global markets. Pink elephant. The pink elephant mango was discovered in the Mekong Delta region of Vietnam by fruit hunters and stands out immediately from every other variety on the basis of sheer size. A single fruit can weigh up to 2 pounds, nearly twice the weight of a standard supermarket mango, and the bright pink skin makes it visually unmistakable among other varieties at any market. Despite the imposing exterior, the seed inside is small and thin, meaning the vast majority of the fruit is edible flesh. The interior is deep yellow, exceptionally smooth and creamy with a soft, buttery texture that contains none of the stringy fiber found in lower quality mangoes. The flavor is sweet with a mild citrus-like tang, and many tasters detect additional notes of melon and pineapple in the background. Because it is rare and physically delicate, the pink elephant is typically shipped by air freight to preserve freshness, which contributes significantly to its positioning as a luxury fruit in markets across North America and the Middle East. In Vietnam, where it originated, it remains more of a local seasonal favorite, eaten fresh during summer months, often shared between several people given its considerable size. Its intense flavor and visually striking color have made it increasingly attractive to high-end pastry chefs who incorporate it into restaurant desserts where presentation and flavor depth both matter. Wani. The wani, or white mango, grows primarily in Bali and parts of Borneo and is one of the most visually unusual mangoes in existence. Unlike every other variety in this list, the flesh inside is almost pure white, a characteristic that makes it immediately distinctive when cut open. The exterior skin is thin, greenish-brown, and often marked with dark patches that give the fruit a rough, unrefined appearance. The trees themselves are enormous, capable of growing over 45 meters tall and producing large quantities of fruit each season. In Bali, wani trees are deeply embedded in everyday life and are regarded as symbols of balance and positive energy. The fragrance of ripe wani is intense and often compared to durian, a strong, complex smell that signals the season's arrival as reliably as any calendar. The flavor is lighter than most mangoes, combining sweetness with a sharp, refreshing tanginess. The texture is very soft and nearly fiberless, making it ideal for blending into drinks and sauces. In Bali, it is commonly made into a creamy juice or incorporated into sambal spice paste served alongside grilled river fish. In Brunei, it appears in a sauce called kakap, paired with the traditional dish ambayat. The unripe fruit and tree sap can cause skin irritation similar to poison ivy, but once fully ripe the fruit is completely safe and widely enjoyed. Irwin. The Irwin mango has a precisely documented origin. It grew from a chance seedling at the Miami, Florida property of F.D. Irwin in 1939, believed to be a cross between a Lippens mango and a Hayden tree. When the tree produced fruit in 1945, it attracted immediate attention for its bright red skin, sweet and mild flavor, and notably strong disease resistance. By 1949, it had been formally named and was spreading rapidly through Florida nurseries, adopted by both commercial farmers and backyard growers. The fruit is oval-shaped with deep red coloring that develops as it ripens in direct sun. The flesh is orange-yellow, moderately fibrous, and the flavor is sweet with a mild tang and a pleasant, uncomplicated tropical character. In Florida, the Irwin occupies a solid but unremarkable position among the dozens of cultivars grown in the state, a reliable backyard variety without particular distinction in a competitive field. Its global significance, however, is disproportionate to its local standing. Introduced to Taiwan in the 1960s, it anchored the development of a significant commercial mango industry on the island. Arriving in Japan in the 1970s, it became the foundation for the Taiyo Tamago, the most expensive mango in the world, through the application of extreme precision greenhouse cultivation. The Irwin is therefore both an ordinary Florida fruit and the genetic basis for one of the most celebrated luxury foods in Japan simultaneously. Brunei King. The Brunei King emerges from a long tradition of royal court cultivation in Brunei, where centuries of selective growing in the humid tropical conditions of the Temburong and Tutong districts produced several distinct local mango varieties of considerable quality. The Brunei King is widely regarded as the finest among them, recognized within the local agricultural community as a premium cultivar that represents the highest expression of what Brunei horticulture can produce. The fruit is impressively large with a plump oval shape, and the skin moves through green and yellow to an orange-yellow blush at full ripeness. The flesh is deep orange, generously sweet, and moderately fibrous compared to fiberless varieties like Alphonso, carrying a rich, full flavor with a clear floral note and enough acidity to balance the sweetness effectively. The mango functions as more than food in Brunei. It is exchanged as a formal gift, offered at festivals, and treated as a point of national agricultural pride in a country that does not have the export scale of its larger regional neighbors. The trees require a warm, humid climate and considerable space to develop properly, and the variety is a late-season fruit, typically ripening between June and August. Its considerable size, rarity, and reputation make it a sought-after entry at mango collector events and fruit festivals where premium regional varieties from across Southeast Asia are displayed and compared. Langra. The Langra mango carries a name that translates from Hindi as lame or limping, and popular legend holds that it was named after a disabled farmer in the holy city of Varanasi in northern India who first cultivated the variety approximately 250 years ago. The story goes that his orchard produced fruit of such exceptional quality that people began identifying it by reference to its owner, and over time the name transferred entirely to the variety itself. What makes Langra immediately distinctive among premium mango varieties is its appearance at ripeness. The skin remains a vivid, bright green even when the fruit is perfectly ready to eat, sometimes developing only the faintest yellowish tint. This can mislead buyers unfamiliar with the variety, but inside the fruit is fully developed and deeply flavored. The taste is sweet without heaviness, layered with a sharp, citrus-like tang that keeps it feeling fresh and light across every bite. The aroma when cut is strong, floral, and faintly piney. The flesh is pale yellow, very juicy, and soft with almost no fiber, and the seed is small and thin. Compared to richer, more intensely aromatic varieties like Alphonso, Langra feels refreshing and clean, which makes it particularly well-suited to the intense heat of the northern Indian summer. In Uttar Pradesh and Bihar it appears around late June and marks a kind of seasonal peak, short in availability, eagerly anticipated, and widely considered the soul of the Indian mango season by those who know it well. Chaunsa. The Chaunsa mango carries a history that reaches back to 1539, when it is said to have been the favored fruit of Sher Shah Suri, the Afghan ruler who defeated the Mughal Emperor Humayun at the Battle of Chaunsa that year. After his victory, he reportedly named the mango in honor of the battle, and the name has remained attached to the variety ever since. Today it is grown primarily in northern India and Pakistan, where it is widely cultivated and exported as one of the subcontinent's most prestigious varieties. The fruit is large and heavy, with skin that turns a light golden yellow at full ripeness. The flesh inside is bright yellow with a rich, honey-like sweetness and almost no detectable sourness. It is among the sweetest mangoes grown anywhere in the world, with a fragrance that is honeyed, rich, and faintly musky. The fruit is so soft and juicy that it is commonly eaten as a sucking mango. A small opening is made and the pulp is squeezed directly into the mouth rather than sliced. The sweetness is so dominant and so pronounced that Chaunsa is rarely used in cooking applications where flavor balance is required, as it tends to overwhelm rather than complement other ingredients. Its appeal is purely as a fresh-eating fruit, where that extraordinary, uncomplicated sweetness is not a limitation but the entire point. Carabao. The Carabao mango is the national fruit of the Philippines, named after the Carabao water buffalo that has been central to Filipino agricultural life for generations. In 1995, the Guinness Book of World Records recognized it as the sweetest mango in the world, and it has maintained that reputation internationally ever since. Also known as the Manila mango or champagne mango, it is a major export product with mangoes from the island of Guimaras holding particular prestige, reportedly served at royal tables abroad. The fruit is medium-sized and curved or kidney-shaped, with skin that moves from green to pale yellow at ripeness. The flesh is saffron yellow with a smooth, dense consistency that avoids feeling heavy, and the acid-to-sugar balance is exceptional, sweet and clean without the one-dimensional sweetness that makes some varieties feel cloying. Green Carabao mango is deeply essential to Filipino cuisine, most famously eaten with bagoong, fermented shrimp or fish paste, where the intense saltiness and funk of the paste against the sharp, unripe mango creates a flavor contrast that is foundational to the Filipino palate. Ripe Carabao is processed into dried mango, one of the Philippines' most recognized food exports, and into mango float, a layered dessert of cream, graham crackers, and fresh mango that has become one of the most beloved Filipino sweet preparations both at home and in the diaspora worldwide.